Hey guys, I just did a video just a little while ago on this bad boy right here, the MTech Extreme Raptor model 8070 by MTech. And if you don't have this knife, go to Amazon and get it. You will not regret this. Most indestructible knife. I can't find any bad reviews on YouTube, any fails anywhere on the web. This knife, indestructible and 7 millimeter, 7 millimeter thick blade, full tang, ready to chop some zombies. Anyway, I figured that since I'm a knife lover and um, you guys that are checking out my videos are knife lovers, I decided to do a review, a little quick review, because every knife lover should have and own at least one buck knife, and I have a couple. I have the 119 and the 110. But this review I'm gonna do is on the classic 110. Okay, I know you guys probably seen a million of these reviews, but mine's gonna be short and sweet. So, uh, I decided to get this not too long ago because when I was younger, when I was a kid, I remember, God, in the 80s, everybody and their mother and their grandma and their cat had this knife. Ooh, I love that. And I always remembered this knife. I know my dad had one. He had, I think, the 112. But it was a small. I remember seeing this one, and it was like the biggest one. I'm like, man, I want that. And I never could get one. I've always had knockoffs of the 112 and coming and going. And so finally, recently, I was able. It sucks because I had to buy one. I sure would have loved it if somebody was to give me uh one, because then it would mean more to me. It'd be like, yeah, like sentimental, and it's the best knife you get is a knife that was given to you by someone that you care about, someone you love, girlfriend, wife, father, mother, dad, sisters, uncles, best friends, you name it. So anyway, they used to make it, I think, with 440. I think it was heat treated 440, but I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, this knife is a really good knife. I carry this every day since I got it over any other knife. I hate these folders of today. They're the garbage, man. They're flimsy. The screws get loose, and you gotta tighten them, or you're trying to loosen them, and you can never get them right, or they strip. Like, I always get them when they strip. But so I decided to get this because I'm like, man, I was just in a nostalgic mood. The thing I love about this buck is there's no play whatsoever, no side to side, no no forward play at all. Look, no side at all, because look how deep it goes in there, and it's bolstered on there pretty good. This knife has stood the test of time. This knife came out in '63. I mean, it was made in '63, came out in '64, and I just missed it. But in 2014, they have the 50th anniversary. So if anyone's kind enough to send me one, I'm willing to accept them. But I would love to get my hands on one. I do have a 75th anniversary of the 119, right? And I'm sending my dad one too, because it's a great knife. And this knife here, there's so many stories behind it. So many. This is the most handed down, the most used knife back in the 80s, and There's so many stories around this knife. Um, there's also a man by the name of Gene Moe who actually survived a Kodiak bear attack, and he killed it with this version of the knife. He's got it framed. People offered him $10,000 to sell the knife because people want to say, "Yeah, Bear got killed with this." So I understand that, and he wouldn't part with it. In fact, it's hanging on his wall in his living room, just beside his couch. But the guy's got the scars to prove it. Like his right arm was just all scarred, tore up to shit. He got bit in the leg, and ear, and everything. And because yeah, when he went hunting with him and his son and a partner, a friend of his, and the bear jumped out of the bushes and attacked him, and as he was skinning the deer, and he got some good licks. The bear gave him a few smacks upside the head, and vice versa. And then finally, the bear just finally dropped, loss of blood, whatever. So yeah, there's so many stories behind this knife, and I love this knife. The thing is with this knife, it's a lockback, and Blade HQ actually did a test on lockback knives, and this knife, the Buck 110, actually maxed out at 380 pounds. I think it was Kershaw, some other fancy brand. They all snapped at around 200 pounds or something, just under 300. But this knife maxed out. It probably would have gave in at 400, maybe 450, who knows. But this knife is very durable. It's a lockback. Um, yeah, it's two-handed, but whatever, man. You know, you could do this, and it's like one-handed, right? So I love it. It feels good in the hand. But above all things, I have never seen anybody, and all these guys that claim they're hunters and all this, they get it. Yeah, you're gonna skin a deer like that. No, the reason this knife is shaped the way it is, and it's called the Buck 110 Folding Hunter. You see this here? That goes in the palm of your hand as you're skinning game, as it's hanging. For those of you who hunted and caught and got caught game before, okay? So, and it feels so good when you have it this way and you're slicing down. That's why it's shaped that way. And yeah, it feels good this way too. But the purpose is to do it this way because it's very fine point, as you can see. See that tip? I still have mine intact. Let's see how we can shoot. Ooh, that's a nice tip. This tip goes on forever, for infinity, and it's razor sharp. The knife came scalpel sharp, and it's good for because it's so sharp at the tip. I'll show you. You could do this, like wait, actually, bad example. Like this. See, so say example, you're cutting skinning game. See that? That's what it's for. That's what this butt is for, right? And it feels good that way. You don't skin a deer like that. You hold it like that, and you. But not too many people say that. It's too heavy. It hurts my hand. Oh, my manicure nails. Like these men, they're cowards, man. This knife is perfect. I love it. It's stood the test of time. It's heavy duty. Um, Heavy duty, and mine, judging by the symbol, was made in 2017, which is perfect because I came to Manitoba in 2017. So this is what I will take with me when I go back to BC. Is my buck knife and my other knives too. So I love this knife. It's just surgically sharp. It's built for precision cutting, but you could use it for anything. It's the perfect knife. I've seen people baton, but I don't. I don't even baton. Like that's just so stupid. Like it's all going in the fire. Just toss it in the fire. Like forget about it. But this knife has stood the test of time, and I love it, and this is why I carry it. And I recommend it. And if you're a true knife lover, you should have one as well, because every avid knife collector has one, at least one in their collection. And it comes with the leather sheath. Fits in like that, and or like this, and like that. Carry it like that. You know, I ain't about no. Oh, it's too heavy. I need a plastic knife. You know, the ones you get from KFC. You know, people today piss me off because they're really stupid. They don't know shit about anything. They cry and bitch about every little fucking thing. Oh, if it's a knife, a good quality knife could be sitting there, and it was too heavy. Yeah. I don't know how these people could call themselves knife enthusiasts when they complain about everything about the from the weight to, like go play with fucking Legos. You know, like what kind of a man does that? I don't complain about my knives being heavy. This bad boy right here is almost 2 pounds. Am I gonna complain about it? No. The way I look at it, get your exercise on. But anyway, this is my review of the Buck 110, and if you don't have it, I highly suggest to get it. It's a good everyday carry knife. And for those that don't agree, fuck you, because I think it's a great, great pocket knife to carry around. Better than these plastic pieces of shit you see these days. This thing's made out of brass, steel, and wood. So, but with that, fuck you and have a good day.